Welcome to Splatalot!
Excited?
I am excited and intrigued to see how these 12 fearless contestants will fare against the devastatingly diabolical defenders as they strive to capture the highly coveted crown of Splatalot.
Will the defenders keep the young attackers at bay?
Will the attackers survive the many challenges that lie ahead?
And will we be allowed to do the rest of the show in our normal voices?
Yes, my friend, all of these!
Stop!
Hello, he's Dick.
He's Doc.
And this is Splatalot. But what is Splatalot? It's a kingdom which has a pretty unique way of choosing its next monarch. On a pretty regular basis, it challenges 12 young warriors to lay siege to its castle and capture the Splatalot crown.
But in order to do so, they will have to outwit the Splatalot defenders. Their sole mission is to make the attackers' lives as hard as possible.
In order to find a worthy champion, our warriors will have to face 3 unique and unforgiving challenges. Precisely half of them will fail at the very first hurdle, which is a time trial around the Splatalot moat. The fastest 6 will move on to do battle in the foam-filled stockade. It won't be easy, and 2 of the attackers won't make it.
However, the remaining 4 will compete in the grand finale in an attempt to seize the kingdom's crown.
So, here's the first course. The calm before the storm, the fizzy drink before the burp.
Nice one.
Thank you very much. We start with those baffling barrels.
Oh, I'm easily baffled.
You don't sound so proud about it. Then we head over to the slippery slope.
Although most people tend to head down it.
Yeah, then it's the stomach-churning, rolling mace.
You could churn a lot of cheese in that.
Onto the beastly battle axes.
They're rubbish.
What do you mean?
For making cheese.
Yeah. The rope bridge of disaster is next. Hey, you could use it as a cheese slice.
Will you stop going on about cheese?
Hey, anyway, the perilous pole vault completes its perilous course.
No, it doesn't. We need a bit more peril.
How much?
This much. Scarier than my collection of jam lids. It's Splatalot's very own gaggle of defenders.
Here's Nitrous. She's got attitude and she's not afraid to use it.
Tinker's got body odour and he's not afraid to use it.
Yeah, well, Shaden's got a ponytail and she's not afraid to use it. No? So with the defenders in place, let's get started. Ooh. Hello?
Yeah? Don't worry. I got this. I'ma get the crown.
Yeah, okay, but how did you get my number? Anyway, she's off.
Oh, and it didn't take too long for the barrels to come into play.
Yeah, this doesn't look promising.
Well, if you like splats, thwacks, and splooshes, then it's a very promising start indeed.
Ravina! We're waiting for you.
Now at the mace, she looks very nervous. Oh, she's going back into the moat.
Ah, yes, Ravina has the dubious honour of being the first attacker to be splatted by the mace.
Well, she hasn't given up yet, but neither of the defenders.
Oh, look at that! That's good. Our first boing, boing, thwack, splash of the day.
How will she deal with the battle axes? Hello?
It'll take more than that to get rid of me.
Okay, Ravina, but stop calling me during the show. Besides, I think you should concentrate on the battle axes. They're pretty tree. Oh! I think we've been cut off. But that was quite a fall, but hopefully her imaginary phone was now damaged beyond repair.
Ravina has made it to the bridge, and at last she's found something she's good at. Nitrous won't be happy, but then when's she ever happy?
Oh, Ravina was making some real progress, but along comes the perilous pole vault, and she's down.
The defenders think they've done a good job.
And Ravina has posted a time of 7 minutes and 29 seconds. Obviously, it's early days, but that kind of time is often in the danger zone.
Here's the next attacker. It's Jacob.
I'm in the band, and I'm gonna rock this castle.
Oh, he's a very confident young man, isn't he?
Slippy. Well, Tinker is trying his best to dent that confidence and his hit replacement.
Oh, yeah, splash, splash, splash. But Jacob's racing around the course.
All good things must come to an end, my dear.
Yeah, Nitrous has turned him into a frog.
No, she hasn't. I just pressed the frog generator button on the graphics machine by mistake.
We've got a button for a frog.
It doesn't matter now. Look, look, look! Oh, Chicken Tikka Masala is in the water, and he's finished.
That's a fantastic time. Silly, silly dance.
If I had 2 hands, I'd clap.
I love mice.
Speak of autumn. Oh, look, very wet in autumn.
Hey, Autumn, fall!
Haha, yes, you see in Canada where they shoot this, they call autumn fall. It's funny and educational.
It's also extremely accurate. There she is, autumn falling. Splish.
Oh, and looks like she's having a moment on the mace. The defender's loving this indecision.
Come on, Autumn, it'll be winter soon.
But there, yes, sir, she goes across.
And there she is, heading down the incline, but she can't stop herself. Oh, wait a minute, I've got just the thing for this next to the frog button.
A goose?
No, it's a swan dive.
Purple is the best!
Yeah, okay, Liam, purple's the best what? Guess we'll never know.
Oh, look, I found another button. Look, he's on an imaginary skateboard.
Yes, but that slope he splatted isn't imaginary. Oh, I splatty!
I'm your worst nightmare.
No, it's clowns for me every time, dear.
Brilliant work, Tink.
The defenders and the course are making life tricky for Liam.
Sladdy down, sladdy up, sladdy down. Wet pants. Oh, he's certainly not having a purple patch now, is he?
Here's Preslee.
I like to dance.
Does she like to cross terrifying rolling maces?
Kuthwakas. Blush. No.
Shake! Rattle, roll, Preslee. Get it?
Elvis didn't even sing that one.
Oh.
How about a smile for nitrous?
Well, the best Preslee can do is grimace. Oh, she's slipping, but she's made it!
And Nitrous has got issues with that.
I don't know why, Preslee's really smiling for her now. There we are, 5 minutes 43.
Uh-oh, this looks like a situation.
Yes, everybody, I think we do have a situation on our hands.
Well, everybody, here's the situation as I see it. Sarthak's a goner.
This is a situation comedy. Look, wobbly, 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 baloosh.
Oh, attacker.
What's Shaden up to? Oh, bum, 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 bum.
Ah, that knocks Sarthak off his feet, down the incline and into the water. His pride and his bum-bum's taking a beating.
Well, that's Sarthak's time of 6 minutes 26.
And Nitrous, like the rest of us, is a bit unsure of Sarthak's hands to the left, hands to the right dance.
So, we're now halfway through round 1. Jacob is the fastest with 1 minute 41, and Ravina has the time to beat of 7 minutes and 20 seconds.
Well, I'd say Jacob is safe, but Ravina hasn't got a chance.
Yeah. Sorry. Hello? Oh, hi, Ravina. Yes, it's for you.
Hello? Charming.
Here's a sneaky peek of the next 6 attackers. More bumps, thwacks, and splats to come as they all battle it out for the ultimate prize, the Splatalot crown.
Ouch.
So, how are you finding today's show?
Oh, well, it's over there, isn't it?
Oh, no, I think you misunderstand me, actually. I meant, are you enjoying the show today?
Ah, of course I am, yes. And so is my new defender, the red kneecap. Hey.
As ever, the defenders are doing a great job. Shaven and Tinkor are like a well-oiled machine, very oily. And Nitrous has been in a foul mood all day. In fact, she was probably angry that these 6 even managed to finish the course. The time to beat, again, is Ravina's 7 minutes and 20 seconds. And can anyone better Jacob's impressive 1 minute and 41 seconds? Well, we'll know shortly. Here's our next attacker, Maddie.
Can I have your number?
No, you can't! It was bad enough with Ravina earlier. Oink!
Oh, and with tumbling skills like that, don't call us, we'll call you.
But we won't call her.
Well, that's what don't call us, we'll call you means.
Right, fast-forwarding to the bridge now, and Nitrous has Maddie in her sights.
It's all about weight distribution. But, look! Oh, no, mango chutney. Did you see that?
What?
The giant arrow.
Where?
There. No wonder she fell in.
We stop messing about with the graphics. Well, despite all that, Maddie finishes in a reasonable time of 6 minute 6 minute 44. Here's attacker number 8, Martin.
Crazy socks!
It looks like we got a live one here.
And Tiny Tinkle there with an ankle biter. But Martin just shrugs it off.
Will the battle axes slow him down? Hippity boink.
Ah, swift moving! Attacker! Take this!
Even Nitrous's old English has no effect.
No one gets past me, boy!
He's now over the bridge. No, he's not. Into the chili sauce. And while he slips and slides, let's get to know Nitrous. What kind of music do you like, dear?
Take that!
Oh, good choice. Jason Orange.
Yeah, meanwhile, Martin has made it in a lightning 109. That's the fastest so far. Let's meet Ethan.
I am a pro-Asian ninja monkey.
Oh, that's quite a title to live up to, fella. But he's doing well so far.
Yes, and he's pounced like a silly cat over the battle axes.
Only a commentator's curse will stop him now.
Brilliant work, Ethan. Oh, Wibblebridge, why did I say that?
Told ya. You evil laugh.
Oh, I've really done it now. He's falling all over the place.
Don't put yourself down. Nitrous is mainly to blame, squirting all over the place.
A splishy, wishy-washy. But he makes it in a very respectable time of 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
And there you are. Another very silly victory dance.
French the lava!
Absolutely no idea what he's talking about.
Oh, yeah, something tells me this guy's going to be a barrel of that.
Yeah, very good, very good. Barrel very good, very good.
Yes.
And he's very slow up the slippery slope. What's he doing?
It makes him an easy target for the defenders, doesn't it?
John just takes his first tentative steps on the rolling maze, and...
That is officially the biggest splat of the tournament so far. Welly flop.
Big splat. He really has got a way with words, hasn't he? Big splat. John's back up, though, but as ever, the incline lives up to his name.
What marvellous sounds!
I love horses!
I love her unbridled energy. It's a horse joke, see?
Yeah, it's no joke for Sharissa. She falls at the first fence.
It's a barrel.
It's a metaphor.
Well, now it's a horse nook.
Oh, yes. I love our banter. Meanwhile, Sharissa has just made it to the mace.
But look at Shaden there, stuffing that paintball cannon.
And Sharissa is on the receiving end, but she's not letting them get to her. And now I think she's got the wrong idea of the mace.
Yes, look at that. She seems to be riding it like a watery steed.
And she's past the finishing post in 7 minutes, 24 seconds.
You can pull all the faces you like, Sharissa, but that won't be good enough.
I'm gonna own this castle.
Oh, yes, she thinks she's on one of those property programs.
Well, the asking price is a barrel to the body. Oh, yes, looks like she can afford it.
Yes, now you see why all the attackers wear padding.
To protect those barrels. They're not cheap, you know. Shaden and Tinkle have made great use of their Splatzuka.
And once more, they have upended an attacker on the impossible incline.
Great teamwork from the defenders.
And Shaden kisses her Tinkle. So, that's it.
All right, see ya.
No, that's it for round one. Oh, yes. We started with 12 attackers, but only the 6th fattest will go through to the next round.
I think you mean fastest. Fastest.
Yes, sorry, right, yes. So the 6 fastest are Martin, Jacob, Ethan, Liam, Preslee, and Sarthak.
The Rolling Stones.
Have they got what it takes in the stockade? Actually, what does it take?
Oh, hang on. I've got a list. You need to like the taste of foam, slime, and goo.
That it?
That's that.
That's a lot. That's Splatalot. So, in round 2, we sadly say goodbye.
Okay, see ya.
To 2 more attackers!
Oh.
Where did you go?
Just there, look.
Bring me back a Prezi?
Naturally.
Oh, what is it?
Here's a reminder of the competitors. Martin, Jacob, Ethan, Liam, Preslee, and Sarthak. Lynyrd Skynyrd.
So, who do you think will make it through?
Well, I quite like Colin.
Look, there isn't a Colin! You just read out all of the names, and Colin wasn't one of them! Pedant. So, in a Colin-free round, here's what the attackers must do. They start with a little spin on the wheel of certain doom.
Then, in a state of dizziness, they make their way over to the ladder rungs.
The rungs slot into place to form ladders, which in turn are the only way out of the stockade.
Of course, all the rungs are different sizes, so it's harder than it looks.
Once you've built your ladder, you need a flag, and this is where it gets really mean, because there aren't enough flags to go round.
2 attackers won't make it, but even those who survive will suffer, because we have a new lineup of defenders.
The name's Kookaburra.
A kookaburra is an Australian bird known for its mad hysterical cackle. This is Gildar. A Gildar is someone who spends too much money on hair products. And finally, Crockness, a creature that's half crockery and totally unnecessary.
It'll be our pleasure to see you fall.
And fail.
The attackers remain strapped to the wheel until the klaxon. In the orange stripe is Martin, Liam in the yellow, Ethan in the blue helmet, Jacob has sporting pink, Preslee's gone for orange, and Sarthak is green to go.
Gildar is already foaming at the cannon. He can't wait.
It's like you're the bread and that's the butter. Do you know what I mean? It's just like a warm sensation.
Sounds like Kookaburra's as bad as you with those metaphor thingies.
So they're off, and Ethan still has his wits about him, making the first break at the ladder rung.
But Jacob and Martin are pretty close behind.
Oh, and Ethan's also the first to take a hit.
This is a really bad start for everyone involved.
Not me, though.
The bickering has begun already, but Kookaburra's right. He's splatting everyone.
I'm amazing.
The attackers are in a right spin on the wheel, and Preslee is suffering.
Martin, however, has built half his ladder already.
The weapons don't seem to be working. I thought animated bird calls?
that mad hysterical cackle I was talking about earlier?
Oh, well, it's different, and it seems to have had an effect on Preslee, who splat straight into the spinning hexagon. Knuffle Papa Splat!
Here's the view from the water cannon.
Ethan and Martin are way out in front. Liam isn't.
Anyone need to rinse?
Hey, his name's Kookaburra, and he's really kooky.
How long have you been waiting to say that?
11 minutes and 27 seconds.
Martin has now finished his ladder, but the trouble is that just attracts more attention from the defenders.
Oh, look, no, that's not the kind of attention anybody wants. If we slow this down and get the right angle, you can see that Martin has just taken a gobful of slime.
Back to the action, the wheel of certain doom is slowing the attackers down, but there has been a development. Ethan has actually crept ahead because he has the first of the 4 flags.
Crockness is there with her slime stick, but Ethan's too strong and is the first to complete round 2.
This makes it so much harder for the rest. The water cannon is creating one giant slippery hazard. It's a domino effect as Martin creates an avalanche. It's an avalanche of dominoes.
What?
Okay, you describe it.
Right, well, the guy at the top, he hits the other guy, and okay, yeah, it's an avalanche of dominoes.
Martin now has his flag and completes the course. That means only 2 flags remain for the 4 attackers, and Jacob seems to have one of them.
Gildar has the splat bow, and someone is gonna get splatted.
Here's Preslee.
Let's slow that down.
Okay, it's Preslee.
No, if we slow the pictures down, we'll see it's a direct splat from Gildar.
Meanwhile, Jacob has the 3rd flag, leaving Preslee, Liam and Sarthak to fight over the 4th.
Gildar aiming his splat bow at poor Sarthak now, and the poor guy's in a complete daze.
Whoa, watch out for the big red turny thing.
Preslee now completing... No, not completing a ladder. Whack-a-splatter.
Plop plops. You know what they say, don't you? Be nice to people on the way up, because it's a long way down.
Oh, and it looks like Sarthak has recovered from his daze, and he has the last flag.
Oh, trouble is, after that tumble, he'll be back in another daze before you know it, good lad.
But no, he's at the top brandishing his flag of victory.
Brandishing his flag of victory. I like that. Yes. And here are the other flagging brandishers. No, that didn't sound so victorious, did it?
No. Going through to round 3 are Martin, Jacob, Ethan and Sarthak. Going home are Preslee and Liam.
Well, how do you follow that?
With the round 3, I would have thought.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. So if you're the kind of person who likes to watch high-impact splatfests, then this is the show for you. If not, then maybe you should try knitting. Well, how do you follow that?
With the round 3, I would have thought.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Yeah. So if you're the kind of person who likes to watch high-impact, foam-filled splatfests, then this is the show for you. If not, then maybe you should try some knitting. Or maybe brass polishing. Origami. Or slapping yourself around the chops with a large wet kipper.
Sadly, there's no time as we have to say farewell.
All right, see ya.
No, to Preslee and Liam. Will you stop doing that?
Sorry.
Which leaves us with our final 4 attackers.
Oh, yes, Martin, Jacob, Ethan and Sarthak.
Their mission is simple. All they have to do is be the first to complete the course and capture the crown.
Trouble is, the course is pretty tricky. Plus, all 6 defenders come out to play for this one. Do you think they know they're on camera?
So here is the course in all its glory. The attackers start with a pole drop into the funky foam.
Then it's teeter-totter time, followed by a leap onto the lily pads.
The water wall is then all that stands between the attackers and the coveted Splatalot crown.
So, Dom, who do you think will win today's final?
Well, you know, in round 1, Jacob was very fast, but Martin was even faster, you know, completing the course in an amazing 1 minute and 9 seconds.
Yes, but speed isn't everything, as Ethan proved by winning round 2.
Yeah, and here's the most interesting stat of all, folks. Sarthak was the last to qualify in both round 1 and round 2. He's obviously a survivor. Yeah, could he win this?
Well, let's head back down to the course to find out.
Hey, off they go, down the poles, into the foam. Crockness there with the bucket of slime for starters. And here's how they line up from top to bottom. It's Sarthak, Ethan, Jacob and Martin.
Oh, and the Teeters lead as always to do some tottering.
It's crazy. It's making my cathode ray 2 go absolutely nuts.
Yes, but it's always good for increasing the splat count.
And how is the splat count?
Oh, it's fine. Thank you very much for asking.
Too bad.
Yeah, she's talking about your sense of humour.
No, she was talking about your hair.
Well, this is what I think about your hair. Cause splatter, whacker, nicky, nacky, no.
Well, that makes no sense at all. I mean, look, even Nitrous is confused with Nicky Nacky Noo, and Tinkor is too. Look, Nicky Nacky Noo.
All right, well, they better snap out of it, because Jacob has made it over the teeters.
Well, Nitrous has taken your advice and down goes Jacob Lily Splat.
Yeah, she doesn't need the slime stick. That scary voice alone would do the trick.
Oh, that rhymes.
Right, here's a nice little touch. Our first attacker crosses the barrier, the water wall is turned on.
Oh, yes, makes sense, that. It's probably quite expensive running a fantasy splat-driven tournament every week. And you know, we could all do with being a little bit greener.
Yes, you're right. It's not exactly the time to have this discussion. Sarthak and Martin are really struggling out there.
Well, it's never a good time when I have something to say, is it?
Will you just get over yourself?
Let's get it together, people! Let's defend!
Oh, yes, he's right. Sorry, Gildar.
So silly, sorry.
Martin takes another huge spill, and Gildar now has his sights set on Jacob. He fires. Oh, but Jacob avoids the paintballs.
In slow motion, we can see how close that was. Precision frog leaping there from Jacob.
Sarthak and Ethan still struggling on the teeters. Oh, but this looks more promising from Martin.
No, he's down again.
Back to Ethan, and yes, he is over this time.
But this looks ominous from the defenders.
What?
It's the rarely seen reverse Y-splat maneuver.
And why is it rarely seen?
Because Gildar and Kookaburra rarely practice it. Yes, I doubt we'll never see it again.
Back to the teeters, and Sarthak seems to be running on empty. Oh, and Martin does too. Oh, hey, Splatty!
Gee, oh, so the defenders are just concentrating on the lily pads, and oh, Jacob is suffering out there.
And it's not getting any easier as Ethan is now right on his tail.
Not for long, Kookaburra will sort it out.
Ooh, what kind of maneuver was that?
Fortunately, Tinkle has no vital organs in his head.
Jacob now at the water wall, but it's all still very close. Ethan is at the base too.
The tension is electric. You can almost taste the atmosphere with a knife and a fork and a spoon.
Look, will you just calm down? Hang on. No, don't calm down. You're right. It looks like Jacob's gonna get there first. And yes, he holds the crown aloft. It's all over. Stop everything. Nothing more to see. It's over. End of. Fini. That's all, folks.
Okay, bye, everyone.
No, not you.
You know what? I don't care anymore. I don't care. It doesn't upset me.
I don't believe you, Gildar.
Boy, was that an amazing finale?
Were you watching? It was one of the best we've ever had.
I know. Okay, look, it's time for your favourite bit of the show.
Oh, okay, bye.
The other bit.
Oh, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Splat of the Day.
Well, it all started fairly innocently in the stockade, but then Martin loses his grip, and suddenly it's an avalanche of domino effects.
Oh, not again.
And he then takes Jacob out, but it's a buy one, get one free, bog-off avalanche of domino effects.
Are you still talking?
So, we just have the formality of the crowning ceremony to go, but first, let's remind ourselves just how Jacob made it to the top.
In round one, he posted the fastest time of the day, a sign of things to come.
Life wasn't so easy in the stockade, but he still picked up a flag, and that's what counts. A chuckle cloth.
But it was back to business in round three, where he led all the way and claimed that all-important crown.
Woo-ha.
Okay, we'll leave you with the flag ceremony. So, until next time, bye for now. Oi! You can't leave now.
Well, I don't know, do I? It's confusing.
I'm the king of the castle!
And we're Dick and Dom.
So until next time, keep splatting.